Take two 40-year-olds. One earns $250,000 a year but is underwater. The other earns $100,000 but holds massive assets. One has high income, the other has wealth. The high earner is financially collapsing. This gap exists because a large salary does not automatically lead to wealth. A paycheck only dictates your capacity to spend. It says nothing about the assets you retain. High earners often find themselves trapped in the status game, a zero-sum competition for social rank. In this strict hierarchy, for one person to move to a higher slot, another must be displaced. To broadcast their rank, players purchase depreciating liabilities. A high-performance car or a luxury home serves as a social signal, telling the world where the owner sits in the tribal hierarchy. The status game is driven by the gap between ego and income. It compels people to spend every dollar they earn, leaving zero capital for accumulation. Regardless of salary size, this behavioral loop keeps you functionally poor. You remain chained to the high expenses required to project a status you haven't actually secured. There is a second trap, the money game. Fundamentally, money is a set of social credits, an IOU verifying you provided value in the past, letting you claim value in the future. Most people try to win this game by relying exclusively on their own labor. They generate these IOUs by selling their physical hours. This applies even to high-earning professionals like doctors or lawyers. They command a premium rate, but they are still exchanging a finite resource, their time, for cash. This chart shows the ceiling of labor. When your input is tied directly to your output, your income is limited by the number of hours you can physically stay awake. If you stop working to sleep, vacation, or retire, the line flatlines. In a linear system, the earning stops the moment you do. Escaping this requirement to rent out your time involves a pivot. You have to opt out of the status game and transition into the wealth game. True financial progress requires decoupling your earnings from your physical presence. Until you break that link, your potential remains capped by your schedule. Wealth consists of assets that earn while you sleep. This means owning a business, a computer program that serves customers at night, or capital that is continually reinvested into other businesses. To find your starting point, use the formula developed by Dr. Thomas Stanley. It provides an objective target for your net worth based on your age and current earnings. For a 40-year-old earning $100,000, the baseline expected net worth is $400,000. This number represents where you should be if you are managing your income effectively. If your actual net worth is less than half this target, you are an under-accumulator. If you have doubled the target, you have reached the level of a prodigious accumulator of wealth. Reaching that higher tier requires a defensive foundation. Maintaining a high savings rate buys you the time and the capital necessary to switch to the offensive wealth game. The core offensive requirement is equity. Own a piece of a product, or a business, or intellectual property. Equity is what allows your earnings to scale independently of your hours. While a salary provides short-term security, owning equity transfers the risk to you. In exchange for that risk, you gain a mechanism for growth that is no longer limited by your personal effort. Equity becomes powerful when combined with leverage. Leverage is a force multiplier that disconnects your human effort from the final output. Traditional leverage is permission-based. You need an investor to give you capital or employees to provide labor. Modern leverage is permissionless. Using code and media, you can build software or content that works for you 24 hours a day, serving millions without requiring anyone's approval. To guide this leverage, you apply specific knowledge. This is a skill found by following your genuine curiosity. It feels like play to you, but looks like difficult work to everyone else. The catalyst for these tools is compound interest. All significant returns in business, investing, and reputation happen at the end of a long-term game. Combining specific knowledge with permissionless leverage creates an automated system. It allows wealth to accumulate and compound without requiring your physical presence. The actionable blueprint starts with a precise financial goal. Napoleon Hill taught that a written statement of desire, read daily, helps eliminate the subconscious fear that prevents accumulation. On defense, ensure your lifestyle never adapts upward. When you receive large lumps of income, resist the urge to upgrade your standard of living. Protect your time by setting an aspirational hourly rate. If a task can be outsourced for less than that rate, outsource it immediately. Embrace accountability by taking business risks under your own name. Society rewards this accountability with more leverage and a larger share of equity. Apply the Kelly criterion to avoid ruin. Never bet everything on one gamble. Ruining your reputation or losing your entire stack removes you from the compounding game entirely. Keep these tools in perspective. Chasing traditional luxury assets like private jets or jewelry is a byproduct of the status game, which remains an empty pursuit. This formula functions as a mechanism to buy back your time. It ends the requirement to sit in commute traffic or work a job that does not fulfill you, reclaiming the power to wake up and sleep when you choose.